Hello, friend.
Hello, 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 hello.
Hello, hello, I know what you're searching for, yeah. Hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
Ace
My,
of
my,
base.
my, what have we here? Oh, what a surprise.
I don't know your song and you don't know mine.
It's Elton John. Hello, hello, my, what have we here?
I've never heard that.
I'm pretty sure if you heard the song, I'm just singing it out too. Anyway, hello, welcome to Horror Movie Review.
I'm Richie,
Julie.
and tonight on our wonderful video, we are watching Trapped. Not the 2005 or 6 version with Kevin Bacon bits and whatever the other one is. This is from 1989, Kathleen Quinlan. I want to tell you all about it, but if I do, that will ruin the show.
Mm-hmm. We're watching on VHS.
Yeah, this is our first movie review that we're watching on VHS. We actually have a working VCR within arm's reach, and she's not seen it, and I've asked several people tonight, name another Kathleen Quinlan movie, and people are drawing blanks, as I am. It's like, oh, I've heard that name before. What was she in?
This is made for TV.
Yeah, good point. This was made for TV, and it shows.
1989.
Yeah, 1989. I watched it several times growing up. I don't know why or how, if I watched it on TV. I think I might have seen it on Up All Night with Rhonda back in the 80s on USA, or early 90s USA Network. Up All Night with Rhonda, who likes Snapple. You would have liked Rhonda, believe me. She has her own line of bras now. She's
Rhonda?
She's pretty well rounded.
Okay.
That's what I mean.
×2?
Yes. Double your pleasure, double your fun. Fun bags. So, Trapped is the name of the game, and it's going to be amazing. It's going to be her favorite movie she's ever seen. I just know it. The weird thing is, just real quick, because these videos are always really quick, I'm remembering scenes that I saw on the TV when I saw this live that aren't on the VHS. And I don't feel like I'm remembering two different movies, but I feel, it just feels weird. Like I feel like a scene is different on the movie versus what I remember it actually going.
You are not incorrect, sir, because the same thing happened when I watched. We originally had Far and Away with Tom Cruise and Nicole Kidman on VHS, and I was like, oh, it's on TV. I'm gonna watch it. And there were actually more scenes in the TV version than there was in the original VHS version.
That might be what I'm remembering then.
So whatever they release could be different from what they air. I don't know why.
Yes. Could be.
There's Hugo.
Okay.
Hello, Hugo.
Well, awesome. I guess we shall get into it and watch this thing. And
Yep, Hugo's here. It's time to start the film.
that's right. And we'll be back and tell him how much you loved it.
Yeah.
She better love
probably.
it, or she can get out.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. You can stay.
Okay.
You can stay forever.
Even at the Funny Farm review?
Yeah, that was pretty disappointing. I locked you out for a few days after that. But you learned, and it won't happen again. So
Alright, let's
perfect
watch
Halloween cat poise behind us. Be right back.
Okay, so... Oh, okay, so
Yeah.
we're gonna do...
Yeah, do you think they should watch it, or?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so...
It was quite entertaining.
Okay, so that means you can go watch it now, and you can stay over here with us to talk about it.
I think I'd give it 7.5, I guess. 7.
Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah. I was thinking maybe 8, so... 7.75. What?
So you can round it up to an 8.
Yeah, I guess we could. Since it's in favor of a movie I like, I'll allow it.
Mm-hmm. So essentially, this guy who owned the building was evil?
No. That's not the guy that owned the building at all. Was it? No, it was a guy living like in a trailer or something at the very beginning who's the company that owned the building did some experiments or dumped poison or somehow poisoned the water where his relative died
his
or whatever.
Wife, I guess.
Wife or mother.
Yeah, that's right.
And so he went to the tower to kill the man that lived in the penthouse, but while he was there, he had to take out security guards, and Kathleen Quinlan just happened to be in the building at the time.
And her cute best friend.
Yeah, cute best friend.
Yeah. The cat survived.
Did.
The main cat.
Limped around, poor kitty.
Yeah. Probably somebody's cat they rescued. Hey, let's use this cat. It limps.
Let's make it walk across some broken glass with a shot.
And
Probably fake glass, sugar glass.
Squirt the blood.
I'll squirt the blood all over her. Yeah, I can write my name with it almost. Man, that one girl must have been a gusher.
I know.
Spraying her. She hadn't done down on the ground though, so it sprayed down like 1 foot, 2 feet up on the wall.
Laying down and she was going like this.
I see.
Up and down.
I don't know why they didn't keep that scene. That would have been one of the better scenes to keep.
I know. But that scene actually, that was the scariest part in the whole film, was when they got attacked with the elevator. It was just like, boom, he was there. It really scared me. Like, It really scared me. I'm like, oh.
Baboon didn't help when they opened the door and there was a baboon on the one
No,
room.
but the elevator thing scared me the most. I honestly don't see why she left her friend, who gave her a kiss on the cheek before she, that night. Like, she was totally coming out of her. I'm sorry. She was.
She and Kathleen Quinlan let her blonde friend die, and then Kathleen Quinlan and the other guy that was in it let that security guard die, and then Kathleen Quinlan didn't make any noise, so the killer would come toward her and the other guy could jump the other guy. So she's just really terrible.
She's a terrible friend, terrible soon-to-be lover.
She works for a terrible company. God, she should
At least get a raise.
Well, I think that was implied at the end.
And so when they were talking about industrial espionage, that guy was talking about industrial espionage. It was the guy that was taking industrial secrets.
Yeah.
So.
Not a very secure building, after all. When a cat can get in,
I know.
and only 2 or 3 guards can get killed off.
What you do is basically spit on the fuse box.
Yeah. It's become 60 minutes. I don't know why they... Yeah, whatever. I thought that they set the time for like 9:25.
Right.
But then it was like they were leaving at 8:30 and the clock show wouldn't make sense in that part. But
No. Like the floors. If he was supposed to be in the penthouse, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the penthouse is not the 59th floor. It's the 66th.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I never quite figured out what the labs were. A couple floors of labs, but really it just looked like a room that they just put some laboratory equipment on the table.
What were they doing experiments on? Baboons?
Yeah, they're on monkeys. I guess if we read those newspaper articles at the beginning that flashed across the screen, I don't know, but they were
You
dumping...
mean that were in negative form that you couldn't read
That we couldn't
anyway?
read very well, and they were dumping barrels labeled poison.
Mm-hmm.
At least put like water or iced tea on your barrel. Don't label it poison before you dump it into the ocean. That might be a little bit suspicious.
Even the X-Files said it, right? They're doing corn oil. The alien virus. They're saying it was corn oil.
Yeah, that makes much more sense. 3 barrels labeled poison being dumped in over off the side of a dock. Very inept company. And
Photographs taken. Yeah,
there's people do. Yeah, they do. Yeah, they didn't do it in a private place. They just did inept company that deserved what came to them. Kathleen Quinlan's character was very selfish, and
the height thing too. She was saying how she was afraid of heights, and then all of a sudden, no, I'm just gonna hang off the ledge while the killer comes in and looks over the edge.
For like 5 minutes, she was hanging off the 58th floor, hanging by a rope.
And then she fell, and I'm like, oh my God.
She fell probably 3 or 4 stories down into a window washing cart thing.
And was hanging at the end of that for a good solid few minutes.
And where did she go from there? I don't remember how she...
She crawled back in somehow. Maybe a plastic again, I guess? Because the building wasn't finished.
And we were glad her shoes didn't fall off, don't you?
Yes, her high heels magically stayed on until she decided to take them off and run down the stairs.
So there you have it, Trapped.
Movie magic. Watch it.
If you can find it.
Yeah, sure, you can find it at some flea market.
Where's the case? Here's the wait. Do I remember?
Ta-da! Yeah.
There's what it looks like. Why is it backwards on the screen?
Well,
Are they going to be able to read it okay?
I think when we watch it, it won't be backwards.
Oh, right. Okay. Yes. Trap. No, right now it's Depart. Wait.
Depart.
Trapped.
Depart.
She's spending the night at the office, trying to stay alive. And so there you have a young Sandra Bullock, and then the guy from The Matrix, Mr. Anderson guy. Yeah, and they it's a fuzzy photo too. Kathleen Quinlan stars in this chilling story of a building management executive trapped in a high-rise with a psychotic killer. Working late one night, Mary Ann Marshall, alliterative name, discovers all the exits locked and the high-tech security system disabled in her 65-story, no, 66. Her 66-story office building. Suddenly a knife flashes out of the dark, and so begins a deadly game of cat and I hate that. So overdone, cat and mouse. In a labyrinth of corridors and empty offices. Bruce Abbott co-stars in the spine-tingling suspense thriller from writer-director Nobody. 1 hour 36 minutes, 1989. Actually, it says writer-director Fred Walton, When a Stranger Calls. But I'm thinking they're not talking about the 2006 version.
Yeah, it's the original
Because
version.
this would have been 17 years before. Which I don't think I've seen the original When a Stranger Calls.
I haven't seen the original one either. I should. Yeah, I think it was on Netflix and I started to watch it, but I was like, I think I fell asleep.
Trying to stay alive. Trying to find a flattering photo of this woman. It's impossible. This one's out of focus, and this one looks like she just sneezed.
No mention of when they said
Are we filming?
a knife in the dark. They never mentioned her friend.
She doesn't care about her friends. Her blonde friend gets slashed to death. So do everybody she comes in contact with. I wouldn't want to work with her after all that.
No.
I'd be like, oh, I'm so sorry. I heard about that thing that happened to you last year. Do you want to tell me about it? No, not really. A year later. Hey, we're good friends now. You want to tell me about it? Sure. Yeah, okay. Well, I completely abandoned everybody that I knew and loved and cared about, and I still got some dick at the end. It was pretty cool. And then he moved away. I never knew his real name either.
And I'm still working here.
And I'm still working here.
In the same position. And
Dude.
you're my friend's position. Oh, the lights just went out.
Can you turn on the light, please?
Oh, yeah.
What are you doing? He was obviously peeing.
What does
God.
it sound like I'm doing? It did have some bad voiceover.
Is this a scat porn all of a sudden?
If
Son,
you're gonna do it now. Now's the time.
do you need to pee? I don't want to watch.
Pee in the men's bathroom.
People are so weird with their bathrooms, as I was telling you about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, if you're at my house and there's 10 boys and 10 girls, everybody shares the bathroom. But if we're at a freaking mall or a store, department store, you have to use separate facilities. I won't pee after a girl. I won't poop after a man. People are weird, man. They'll only share at home, not in public.
Mm-hmm. That's how it goes. So if the men's bathroom is anything like the women's bathroom at the mall,
It's filthy.
yeah, it's really bad.
I've always heard the girl bathrooms were a lot worse, but I've never had to clean
Yeah.
them, so I've never really been in them.
Yeah. The last time I was at the mall and I had to use the bathroom, it was really bad. I was like, it was worse than when I used to go to the mall. I mean, I don't know what happened. They don't have enough people. Someone who usually cleans the bathroom wasn't working that day.
They could have one person working there, okay? It's the people using the bathroom that are the disgusting ones, I think.
Yeah, because I mean, clean up after yourself, seriously.
Because if I'm the only person here cleaning the bathroom, then if 20 people have used the bathroom, it's not the fact that I clean it more, it's just the fact that my friends respect me and don't pee all over the floor or wipe their hands on the wall after they clean themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Duh.
So that's the Trapped review.
You should watch it.
You should watch it if you can find it. I got my copy, I think, at a defunct family video under drama. And there's really not much else I can say about this. Maybe someday it'll come out on VHS.
I
but-
mean, DVD.
Oh, yeah. Maybe someday I can get Jurassic Park on VHS.
Or Laserdisc.
Or a Laserdisc.
Mm-hmm.
Which are pretty cool. Well, my alcoholic teacher used to, when we would walk in the days that she always had the TV card in there, and the Laserdisc player, I knew that meant she had a bad night before, and she was just going to sit there with her hand on the desk like this while we watched a Laserdisc.
Nice. Which teacher?
Oh, I don't want to say it
No.
on camera.
No, I meant like science, biology.
Science.
Oh, yes, of course.
And the French teacher was also nuts because she came into class. The first day she had a sweater, okay, just a green sweater. The next day was the same green sweater, but she had ripped it apart and sewn buttons just haphazardly down the front of it. And she was the French teacher, but that day she taught us Spanish for an hour and a half, and nobody corrected her, poor thing. And then she was fired the next day.
Well, now we know why.
Yep, those Andre kids should have told her.
It was weird. I guess so.
And then the new French teacher, she was a space cadet, and one day before a test, she said, "Does anybody have any questions?" And we asked her so many questions that we postponed the test till the next time because we didn't have enough time to take the test that day because we kept her talking about her family or whatever.
Nice.
Kids can be so cruel.
Nice.
And then the math teacher. I'll have to tell you about the math teacher.
I'm sure. Watch this movie.
Yep, watch Trapped.
Mm-hmm.
Or don't watch it. I don't care. No, watch it and then comment below But don't do some ad thing that we don't know if you're real or not. Or tell us that we have a great review and you really don't. You're just a robot in disguise. Like Kathleen Quinlan. Okay.
Yeah, thank you guys for watching.
Thanks so much. Hit that subscribe button. Please, we're desperate. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.